Well, hello friends. Welcome to Wednesday, March 21st. Happy birthday, me. What can I say about today? So a continuation from yesterday, if you guys remember. I'm having a little bit of issues with my truck. And so I'm going to be sharing more of that story with you guys today as I prepare my cabbage and apple saute. Okay, I figured, you know what, people ask me for this recipe all the time, so I'll share with you guys what I do because it's so super easy, honestly. And while I'm doing so, I can fill you in on what's going on. So this morning we got up, and I'm happy I kind of got us up and moving pretty quickly. Don't forget, I've got the 2-year-old. And oh, by the way, I'm just chopping up one red onion, if you guys are wondering what exactly I'm doing to start this cabbage and apple saute. I like using the red onions myself. Don't slice a finger off if possible. So I got us up and running pretty quickly this morning, which I'm surprised about. Feeling a little bit better today. Still kind of feeling a little funny in the stomach, but I'm hoping that my flush yesterday kind of worked, and that whatever is going on is kind of working its way out. So hopefully we stay on track with that, so I don't have to go on antibiotics or anything like that. Anyway, got up, got us running, went to get my emissions test, the e-test, and it failed. Of course it failed. I mean that absolutely funny. Like, it was just sort of Murphy's Law, you know, the fact that it failed. I just sort of had this feeling that it was going to fail because it shouldn't have failed. There's nothing wrong with my truck. My truck is running perfectly, 100% fine. And if you've ever read the law of attraction or The Secret or anything like that, you know, they'll tell you that even you can attract bad stuff. Sorry, I'm grabbing an apple here. You can attract bad stuff into your life. And I'm finding that I'm doing that quite a bit lately. And it's literally like, okay, this morning I got up and I said, I want pancakes. I want pancakes for breakfast. I haven't had pancakes with maple syrup in forever. But I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make it, whatever. Well, lo and behold, I got my maple pancakes for breakfast because in between getting my e-test and booking an appointment with a mechanic who now has to run a diagnostics check to find out why my car failed its e-test, I got maple pancakes. So there, see, the universe does provide. But then the fact that I also thought to myself, I just had this weird feeling that the test was going to fail. And like I said, there's no reason. My truck was just safety, like a year, is it 2 years now? About a year and a half that it was safetied. So there's really no reason for it to fail. Like, it's got new parts in it and everything. So, yeah, that law of attraction, it works. It totally works, because I brought myself this failed e-test and I brought myself some maple pancakes. So yeah, I did have the maple pancakes for breakfast, which wasn't exactly following in line with my meal plan and what I'm trying to accomplish. But with all the running around and everything, I said, you know what, I'm cutting myself a break. And I do believe that you need to give yourself a break once in a while. Okay, so now, next on the docket for the cabbage and apple saute, you can hear it. Nicely sizzling. So I've got olive oil and let's see what else. Olive oil. I throw the onion and the apple, and I just sort of let it, you can hear, nicely get coated with that warm or hot olive oil. My temperature is on max or pretty high right now. I'm going to turn it down at this point to about 5. And this is where I throw in my cabbage. And I'm totally going to be lazy today. And I'm going to throw in the coleslaw mix. Yeah, so I think where I left off in the last video, I showed that I was going to be lazy today and just throw in the bagged coleslaw. But quite honestly, normally when I'm doing this, I take half a head of green cabbage and chop it up. Or you can do like a quarter green cabbage, quarter red cabbage. So that way you get your half. I do about a half because honestly it fills the wok up pretty tight, packs it in, and it lasts a good couple meals. But if you're cooking for a larger family, then 2 adults and 1 mini-me, then you could probably go with making more if you want, if you have a bigger pot or whatever. Uh-oh. Okay, so did you need any more of that? Do you need any more of this, or are you done? Boss? Mini boss? Do you want any more? Do you want any? Okay, I think she's done. So yeah, so once I throw in the cabbage, I sort of mix it up. And then I turn the heat down. Turn it down. Don't forget to turn it down because it will start to burn. I have been known to leave it on 5 for a little bit, and because I periodically check it after I throw in the cabbage just to stir it up and prevent it from burning, I realized on more than one occasion I leave it on 5 and it does start to burn. You really do want to turn it down to about min and let it just sit. Let it sit. So on min, and that's when I'll do it for, I think it caramelizes, the onions caramelize better if you let it sit longer. So I'll do maybe 45 minutes to an hour of just letting it sit like that on min. But if you are like me and you forget to turn it down, leave it on 5, you might burn a bit, which does add a little bit of flavor, but it's not the best thing for you. Then you don't necessarily have to leave it for 45 minutes to an hour afterwards. It's going to be done pretty soon. But take a look at it again. Okay, you can see it's pretty brown, and that's what you're going for. Your cabbage kind of changes colors to this nice sort of golden brown, and that's just from the onions caramelizing. So that's it. That's it. That's all you're doing. It's so super easy, and I love that recipe. And it's a great way to get veggies in. You can sneak those veggies in without people noticing. And it's sweet. It's because of the apples. It's not a savory dish necessarily. It's a sweet. And I like to use it as a base for stir fries. So instead of doing like a noodle or a rice, I'll use that and then throw whatever protein on top with more veggies. So I'm getting lots and lots and lots of veggies in, and definitely have no problem getting my daily servings of veggies in every single day. Yeah, so anyway, that's it, the cabbage and apple saute. For my story, for my vehicle, so I'm out of a vehicle for probably the rest of today at the very least. And I don't know if I'll be getting it back today. Not exactly the news I wanted to hear, sadly, but c'est la vie, and better safe than sorry. You know, there's a reason for everything. So it's at the doctor's, so to speak, and they're doing a diagnostic check on it to see what exactly is going on, and we're gonna go from there. I'll keep you guys posted. Oh! Oh, you gotta check this out. What have you been doing?